Yanka, the first day, of course, we hear from Sanef wrapping up their arguments. What did they have to say?
Well, Shahan, basically from their side, we heard that if anyone is doing something which they call appalling in your name, then you have to speak up. And that is something Sanef says the EFF has not done. Mentioning specifically that speech that you just referred to from Julius Malema outside the Zondo Commission, but then saying even some of the comments that were tweeted by his supporters or people claimed to be supporters of the EFF was also then sometimes retweeted by Malema, and also the fact that they didn't come out and taking a stand condemning some of these tweets and threats that we saw on social media. That is something that is of concern. But they're saying that if you do have a problem with a particular journalist, there are channels through which you can deal with that. You can come to court based on defamation. You can go to the press ombudsman. Going out into a crowd and naming specific journalists, accusing them of driving a certain agenda, according to Sanef, that is basically creating an environment that they're saying encourages the intimidation and harassment of journalists.
Yeah, now the EFF starting with its arguments in court, basically dismissing all the allegations.
They're saying that they have the right to speak out if they think someone is being biased, and saying that they don't have control over the actions of some of these people, and also mentioning they can't be held liable for some of their actions, specifically saying that you can't even prove that some of these people were in fact EFF members or supporters, but also saying that they can have, it's basically political, robust discussions that they are allowed to have in this arena. But let's just take a listen to the spokesperson, Boseni Ndlozi, who spoke to me earlier.
They are here because they want the EFF's hands to be tied with a rope. They want to push, and they want to pull the punches and also tell us how to respond when they have literally descended to the political arena. And I think that in terms of the first part of the argument of the EFF and the Commander-in-Chief as led by Advocate Ngubengcubo, you can already hear that he's beginning to expose the ridiculousness, the superfluousness of the Sanef application, including that of other applicants. So yes, to that extent we're happy, but the court is still proceeding tomorrow because we still need to deal with other aspects.
Interesting. All right, we're going to leave it right there. Our reporter Yanka told me.